Glen Big Baby Davis, welcome back. Good to have you. You were a part of that Celtic championship team. So, should Ray be invited to the reunion?
Yes, Ray should be invited to the reunion. He was a big part of that team. You think about, situations. Ray got us out of a lot of situations. Yeah, you should invite the man. You should, I would love to see Ray. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Think about it. When they were introduced, it was Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. Paul was already there. Kevin and Ray came in. They labeled them the Big Three. They didn't include Rondo in that. This is petty beyond petty. This is so utterly ridiculous. And you remember, this is what Charles Oakley got into it with Charles Dolan. He's like, you have reunions with the teams for the 90s. James Dolan, excuse me. And I don't get invited. How are you going to have a championship, a reunion of a championship team, Skip, Big Baby, and you don't invite Ray Allen, who was one of the key figures? This is so petty. I believe this has a lot more to do. Now, Rondo maybe is the mouthpiece. Maybe he's the spokesman. But I believe this has a lot more to do with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. Because you remember when Ray came back with the Miami Heat, Kevin Garnett, Kevin, he got to be tough. I ain't shaking his hand. As a free agent, I get to determine if I want to stay or if I want to go. And if I choose to leave, I'm definitely not going to let you determine where I go. And for Rondo to say, okay, he went to the enemy, makes me wonder, really, bro? So you're going to question that when y'all lost to the Miami Heat, that somehow Ray maybe possibly threw the game or he wasn't trying his absolute hardest. See, Skip, this is the pettiness that I told you about that. See how we bicker with one another, Joey? See how we do us? Baby, you see what I'm talking about?
I see you.
That's how we do. This is beyond silliness. This is beyond petty. That a guy that helped contribute to get a ring, and you like, well, because he left as a free agent, he went to the enemy. And I'm so, ooh, boy, my people.
Okay, so Rondo did say that it's not just Rondo's belief that that Ray shouldn't be invited, but that he's getting that from other stars on the team. So to your point, I think there are only two other stars on the team. No offense, but you were a big contributor, but you weren't like one of the big three.
I was not a star at all.
You
blue collar.
You did all the dirty
blue collar.
Hey, you were white collar, blue collar, though. You could really do some stuff, man. So the point is, were you not a very close-knit basketball team that year that you won the championship?
We were.
Extreme.
We were extremely close-knit basketball team. I just think when Rondo started to appear and started to, hey, here I am, it wasn't a mutual, hey, this is our new shining star with Ray. Hey, it was more, hey, this is KG, Paul, Ray Allen's team. And I just feel like it could have been stopped. Whatever it could have been stopped. It could have been stopped, but
what could have been stopped? The clashing between Rondo and
Ray Allen. It could have been stopped.
Doc could have stopped it.
Danny, Doc, somebody could have stopped
it. But Rondo was difficult to coach. He's always been difficult to coach. And there were clashes with Doc, and there'd be film sessions where he'd throw a fit and walk out. And you've seen some of this. It's just the way Rondo is built.
But Ray Allen's not
hey,
easy person to get along with now. Don't think Jesus Shuttleworth can walk on water now.
That's
let me stop that right now, because Rondo has his points, because Ray Allen has his times when he's Ray Allen and he needs to get the ball, and Doc doesn't give him the ball because he gives it to Paul Pierce.
Okay, we got it. So, big picture, Jerry Jones talks now about what he calls the do-right rule concerning the release or trade of Tony Romo.
Correct.
And the do-right rule is that I will not trade Tony Romo to Jacksonville because he wouldn't like it in Jacksonville, nor will Tony, if I release him, opt to go to the rival Washington Redskins.
Correct.
Okay, so that's do right. So the other point Rondo is making is that the other stars on that championship team were offended that he did not observe the do-right rule. He went to your quote-unquote mortal enemy, right? He went to the Heat. And not only go to the Heat, but you talked about how Ray got you out of a number of situations. He got LeBron out of one big situation, right?
Yeah.
He made the shot of shots. He made the greatest clutch shot I've ever seen to help LeBron James win his, what was it, Shannon, his second championship?
Second.
Yep. And they were dead in the water, man. They were cooked. They're down 5 with 18 seconds left, and then LeBron
comes
takes the
Jesus.
3. Well, he did. Listen, that was a Jesus shot. And it was as clean as you can swish a shot from the corner, and it nearly ripped my heart and soul out because I'm a Spurs fan, but it was a great clutch shot. So my point is that that shot might have hurt those guys almost as much as it hurt me in a different way, because they're saying he did that for them after what we accomplished as a group. So I get that part of it, that he did not observe the do-right rule, right?
Was there a rule, such a rule in place?
I don't know. It's just kind of how you do business. It's just,
Well, Ray Allen was chasing championships.
okay.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. You know, it wasn't like, oh, supersonic. You know, he was coming to his last days. So when he see, oh, we about to lose to Wade and LeBron, let me go over here and just sit in the corner and wait till somebody pass me the ball so I can win a championship. So, but at the same time, we battled with LeBron. That's why Rondo feels so. I felt a little bit too.
So Ray Allen was the reason that the Celtics didn't beat the Heat. Or was it LeBron dropping 45 on y'all?
No, it's just he went there. He wasn't supposed to go there. He was supposed to go
But
somewhere
nobody
else.
thought he was bleeding. What color are the Heat? I don't even know what they are.
Red.
Are they red?
Yeah.
Okay, he wasn't bleeding red while he was a Celtic. It wasn't that he had, you know, Heat envy. It's just that he had an opportunity to go win another championship as your window had closed,
I mean,
right?
Ray was a supersonic. Ray was a buck.
He was.
I mean, he wore a lot of green. So he did bleed green. So supersonic green.
Okay.
He bled Milwaukee Bucks
All right.
green. But at the end of the scale, think about it. Okay, look how many guys are on that picture that won the championship.
Oh, there go me right there.
So you're gonna invite all those guys, Allen and I don't even know.
That's Gabe Pruitt right there. Went to USC. He come.
But no Ray Allen. Skip. That'll be like, okay, we're having a Super Bowl reunion, but Rob Smith or Ed McCaffrey, we ain't gonna invite one of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, but it's, you know, they loved Shannon Sharpe, but did they think Shannon went to chase a ring in Baltimore?
No.
Okay. It's the same. It's just how football's different than basketball. You got too many people on the team. This is close knit because it's just a few personalities.
Yeah.
Right? It's just you could say there's
What-
12, but it's really like 8 or 9.
What is Rondo bleeding? Is he bleeding green?
Apparently he did at that
At
point. right?
that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got tired of him bleeding green because he and Brad Stevens couldn't get along, and guess what? They shipped him out.
And then he couldn't get along, and then he couldn't get along.
And then,
right?
and then he couldn't get along, and then think about it. He went to Dallas.
Yeah.
How long did he stay active on
I'm
their
just
roster?
saying he couldn't get along, and he got along, and he
Yeah.
went there, and he went here. Yeah.
Get good or get gone, son.